Guys, today I will show you perhaps one of the hardest hitting SORC setups ever created with 85k attack power. You heard me right?
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Yes, my beautiful bastard, it means that this setup will annihilate every goddamn content this game can offer to us. I found hardest or healthiest open world boss and melted in seconds. The same story with tier 100 Nightmare Dungeon boss. Easy money, and in terms of speed, it's absolutely one of the quickest setups in the game because we are using Blizzard, and right now Blizzard dominates Gauntlet. Absolutely ridiculous. You simply can skip the enemies, they will die in the background. Don't even worry, just go forward, and I have optimized this build, and I think I have the best Blizzard build in the game. But before we continue, quick word from the sponsor DVING.net. If you don't have enough time or good teammates but you still want all the best items in your game, then DVING.net is set for you. They have absolutely amazing team on consoles, they will complete your order super quick. Right now with my promo code RBD or RBDIV, you will receive 15% discount on absolutely all services, any game. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate, drop your comment down below in comment section or contact the operator. But now let's get back to my new SORC build, and I mean it, it's absolutely nasty. I speedrun tier 100 Nightmare Dungeons or Vaults basically in a split second, just like that. I'm rushing through it, and guys, the main thing that Blizzard will stop enemies, freeze those, deal shit ton of damage, and if one will die, it will explode all the enemies which will be nearby. It's like chain reaction, just look at that. You saw that? Boom, 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 one enemy dead, and the chain reaction kick-started, and all enemies exploded, and that's absolutely nasty. First of all, you can cast your Blizzard in front of you, and when you're gonna teleport, you will basically stag enemies and you will gather them, and Blizzard will take those enemies extremely quickly and fast. And I mean, I reached the end of the dungeon in less than 1 minute. It's 70-90 seconds and you will clear tier 100 Nightmare Dungeon. For the gear, I'm using of course Shaco. If you don't have Shaco, you could replace it with Kingslayer, but my little dirty sauce here, or dirty secret, is on my gloves. I'm using new talent which was introduced with the Gauntlet, where I'm applying Vampiric Curse, and actually I'm applying vulnerability to my enemies as well, because the vulnerability is kind of biggest issue in this setup. Our construct is not able to apply vulnerability as quick as we are moving, so we need to apply vulnerability with our skills, and that's a good talent to have. For the pants, T-bolts will. On the boots though, you have two options. You can use lucky hit chance buff, or you can use increased movement speed after teleport. So I'm somewhere in between those two boots. I'm testing still which will provide me with the best damage buff. For the weapon though, lucky hit chance, all stats, intelligence, crit damage and vulnerable damage is must have. On your offhand, you should use of course cooldown reduction, resource cost reduction, crit chance, and maybe resource generation or intelligence. Rings, Rafale's ring, Starless Skies rings, and on my aspect, for my amulet, I'm using Blizzard basically aspect, but I'm still testing a lot of aspects which could give me more DPS output. Right now I'm using Blizzard DPS aspects, but maybe I will stick with extra DPS against vulnerable enemies or extra DPS when I have barrier. So definitely I'm still testing the best. I'm looking for the best combination, not simply the best talent in slot, but the best combo, which in the long run will give me more DPS, more more movability. Excuse me, I'm tripping on my words. This is my skill tree, and this is quite unique skill tree, as you see. I will make full Paragon board as well. I'm using 8 boards in my build, and that's nasty. I have 3 legendary nodes as well, so my goodness, a tactician will be my first option, but I'm still testing, guys. I just wanted to showcase what I have done and what I have reached, but I'm still testing. I love to push my builds to absolutely maximum potential, to maximum limit. Elementalist again is really good. Glyph Enhancement Master is must have in this setup, but I'm still testing the best combination also between my glyphs. Which glyphs will work the best together? I'm working on best DPS. It's really hard to calculate everything which goes in this setup. So yeah, this is my build, which absolutely is nasty. Well, you need exploit glyph, it's kind of mandatory. You need crit damage. Iceful again with Blizzard is kind of must have. Some of these things are kind of mandatory, and most likely you are expecting these ones. Control, really good. Damage to crowd control enemies. We're gonna crowd control enemies basically non-stop. And the last one, but not the least one, is of course Enhancer. You get the point. Basically damage, non-physical damage boost. But still, I will try to push this build, as ridiculous it sounds, to 100k attack power. Yeah, and I mean, the final room is child's play. You will cast your blizzards non-stop. Enemies will not even be able to spawn. Look at this! They are dying even without being able to move or do anything. Ah!